So, what would your ideal investor look like? And maybe more importantly, who should not invest with you?
Well, it depends. You've got different groups, like I was saying, that have different goals. Your I think real estate is always it's an alternative investment. It's an alternative and secondary to your primary 421, not 4, sorry, 529, your IRA. You've got these investments in more stable assets that are providing a lower return. Your Vanguards, your Schwabs, all those different kind of mutual funds and whatnot. I think those are always kind of the staple of most investors, but they always have, or they like to allot a certain portion of their portfolio to something that can give a little bit more boost to their returns. Where it's a little bit longer term, where instead of getting, a 6% a year, you could try to get, closer to 20 or high teens or low 20s, and just for a certain portion of your assets. And I think that's usually kind of the safest way to do it. A lot of our investors, it's a mixed bag. You have some people that have been with us, or with me since, the very beginning. When it was my first project, and I barely knew what I was doing. And you have people that we've met along the way. We met a lot of investors and new investors after the projects that we completed during 2008. And I think the same through COVID. You start to see new investors come in and they ask, "How did you do? What happened? How did you do during those deals?" And you try to explain it to people and you walk through them. And I think there's a certain comfort that people get from that. And sometimes with investors that come with us for the first time, I always tell them, try something small, see if you're interested, or just watch how we do. You don't have to invest anything. We'll send you quarterly reports, jump into the webinars, kind of on the updates, see how we're doing and see if you like it. We're a boutique shop. We're a small shop. We don't compete with the big equity funds. We can't, so our goal is to be localized knowledge, experts in what we do. But there's also an availability where I'm the principal. You can catch me. You can catch most of the people on our team. If with some investors that are in New York, they can come see the assets. They can come do a walkthrough when we have like model apartments and things launch and stuff like that. People come through. And if people are visiting, they come to the office. They come see the assets. So it's a closer knit kind of relationship where I kind of like that. I think that's more the architecture side of me, where I kind of like those kind of relationships. And it's like people get a taste of what we do, see if they like it or not, and they kind of make their decisions. But yeah, overall, it's an alternative investment. It's something that you do second to, your primary stuff, and what you work in.
The hosts of The White Coat Investor are not licensed accountants, attorneys, or financial advisors. This podcast is for your entertainment and information only. It should not be considered professional or personalized financial advice. You should consult the appropriate professional for specific advice relating to your situation.